On September 10, 2025, Charlie Kirk was assassinated. This is the possible position where the assassin had a clear line of sight from a building located about 430 feet away. The assassin squeezed the trigger and a single bullet traveled this distance and struck Charlie Kirk right in the neck. More detail all in the video ahead. Charlie Kirk was tragically assassinated at Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah on September 10, 2025. He was hosting a large outdoor debate event as part of Turning Point USA's nationally publicized tour, titled the American Comeback Tour. This event was designed as a lively debate platform called Prove Me Wrong, where Kirk invited students to challenge his political and cultural views. But first, let's orient ourselves with a bird's-eye view of the scene and the positions of everyone involved. Utah Valley University's campus is a mix of open courtyards and multi-story academic buildings. At the heart of the event was the Lozy Center building, a multi-story structure adjacent to the main courtyard where Kirk's event took place. Charlie Kirk himself was positioned on an outdoor stage under a large white tent emblazoned with the tour's banner. He was sitting and speaking into a microphone, facing hundreds of students seated along the main walkway and gathered around the stage. The crowd was estimated at over 3,000 attendees, including students and visitors. Meanwhile, on the rooftop of the Lozy Center building, a person dressed entirely in black was seen. This building was approximately 430 feet, about 131 meters, from where Kirk and his team were stationed on the stage. The rooftop provided a clear vantage point with open sightlines directly to the event area. Security footage and numerous eyewitness accounts have confirmed that the gunshot rang out from this rooftop location while Kirk was actively speaking. The bullet struck Kirk in the neck, causing him to collapse on the stage. But how did the assassin escape despite the huge crowd? The assailant's use of distance, the campus layout, and what is believed to be a scoped firearm indicate a high degree of planning and precision. The shooter chose an elevated, concealed position to avoid close detection and maximize the chances of escape. Here is the bullet trajectory. Given this altitude, the assassin had a clear, unobstructed line of sight directly to the stage where Charlie Kirk was standing and addressing the crowd. The bullet's trajectory descended steeply and accurately through open space to strike Kirk in the neck, which strongly suggests the use of a scoped firearm designed for long-range precision. As soon as the shot was fired, the gunman likely retreated to an entrance on the top of the building. Despite security efforts, the shooter disappeared without a trace, climbing down from the building and blending into nearby campus structures or escape routes surrounding the Lozy Center. Witnesses reported that panic broke out immediately after the shot. The audience scattered, seeking shelter as shouts of "Get down" and "Run" echoed across the courtyard. Campus police and Kirk's personal security team moved swiftly to secure the area and evacuate Kirk. Here is the detailed timeline of how it happened. 12:00 p.m., September 10, 2025. Event begins. Charlie Kirk began the event, with more than 3,000 people gathered to attend. The security detail consisted of 6 officers, along with Kirk's personal security team. 12:20 p.m., lead up to the shooting. Kirk was seated at the debate table, answering questions from students. The discussion touched on sensitive topics such as mass shootings and gun violence. Kirk remained calm and composed as he responded to a question about mass shooters, still holding the microphone while seated. The atmosphere was lively but controlled, many sitting close to the stage while others watched from nearby balconies and standing areas. 12:22 to 12:23 p.m., the assassination. Suddenly, a loud gunshot echoed through the courtyard. Kirk was hit in the neck while speaking. Within minutes, immediate response. Campus police, already on the scene, quickly secured the area. Kirk's security team rushed him to a nearby hospital in a private vehicle. Nearby buildings went into lockdown as police conducted room-to-room searches for the shooter. 2 people were briefly detained but later released. The shooter was not captured and remains at large. 12:37 p.m., campus lockdown and evacuation. University officials announced a full campus evacuation and canceled classes. Students and staff were instructed to shelter in place until law enforcement declared the campus safe. Early afternoon, official announcements.